Hi guys, welcome back to a new update. I'm aware it's been almost a year since my last one, but nevertheless, I'm still doing this, I'm still continuing on, still got records to show. I've accumulated a bit too much just to fit in one episode now, so I'm planning on doing a follow-up, just going over stuff that is unrelated to the collection of records I got from Japan, which I'm about to display this video. Essentially, I'm going to do a different episode that has stuff that I didn't get in Japan, but this is all stuff that I got in Japan. Let's get into it. So the stuff that I'm going to show first is all records that I've bought blindly, and I don't know the artist, I don't know what the music sounds like, I just bought them because I thought they looked interesting, and I wanted to kind of cultivate a collection of stuff from Japan that's half and half, so half of it I know, half of it I don't know. So starting off, I've got this record by Wave Notation, Music for 9 Postcards. I'm assuming it's kind of orchestral stuff or whatever. Also, I think there's some merit in having things you don't know, because you can start to dig through shit, and if it's not even to your taste, then you can maybe sample it or whatever and use it creatively. So that's why I've just started to just look at stuff that I don't know and just kind of discover music through actually playing my records, which surprisingly I have not done yet. So a little bit damaged from the airplane home, but what can you do? Seems to just be standard black. Has this insert here, and I'll have a look at it later on my own terms. Okay, I'm just going to keep moving on because I can't really waffle about much when I don't even know what I've bought really. I haven't, for reference, or for context, sorry, I haven't actually taken a look at any of these since I've gone to Japan, which was about 2 months ago, so I'm just now sort of like remembering the stuff that I've even collected. The next one I got is Forever by, or maybe it's Duffels by Forever. I don't know what the artist is, and I don't know which one is the name of the album. Doesn't really matter. I just thought the cover was quite interesting. Seems to just be standard black. I'm assuming this is second hand as well, because it wasn't didn't have like the wrapping around it or whatever. But yeah, this looks cool. Kind of an insert there. Yeah. Oh, and it comes with some stickers, so I'll pop that on my record box. Okay, next one is a jazz album, I'm assuming, based on the title with the word jazz in it. I think this was also second hand. And as well as, buying it, the records for potentially sampling them, I also kind of sort of looked for stuff that was a bit more instrumental, given that fact, just because I don't want to sample some city pop shit or whatever, I don't know, some overproduced stuff. It's nice to get raw instrumentation if you want to actually, like I said, sample stuff, so that's what I did. This wrapper is very jarring. Got there in the end. Yeah, again, thought the cover looked interesting. I like the choice of pink. And yeah, seems to be a double LP, I think, which is cool. Next one I got is whatever this is. Seems to be a little cartoon of a Japanese drummer dude, which I guess caught my eye, I suppose. This little thing around it. Let's see what the record is saying. Got a cool little graphic on the middle of it. This looks, wow. Yeah, it smells fucking old. I'm actually quite curious to see what this is. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, and the last of the unknown stuff to me is this Vaporwave album that I found in a Disc Union shop, which was specializing in like gaming soundtracks, which was, I don't know, you don't see that everywhere, so Yeah, I think I've actually listened to a little bit of this, so I know what it sounds like. Seems like pretty standard, sort of like vapor, punk, whatever the fuck people call it, instead of vaporwave. Yeah, fun listen. Um, just another thing that I picked up because thought may as well thing. Yeah, it's just seemed cool to support local Japanese artists as well, because I'm assuming this guy is Japanese based on the Japanese text. Okay, moving on to stuff that I don't know zero history or context around, so I don't have to waffle as bad as I just did then, even though I tend to do that anyway with anything and everything, so it doesn't matter anyway. Either way, I've got this Aaliyah single, We Need a Resolution, which is on one of my favourite albums of all time, which is Aaliyah, self-titled. Rest in peace to Aaliyah, obviously. They seem to have a just odd amount of Aaliyah in Japan, so I consider myself lucky because I'm an Aaliyah fan. Yeah, great single from one of the greatest albums, especially, you know, recommend it to anybody who's a fan of R&B and stuff from the early 2000s. Yeah, and to go with that, I've also got Try Again, so the first and last single off of her self-titled album. These were dirt cheap, so I saw no reason not to pick them up, really. And I actually got them, don't necessarily need them since I got them after I bought this in a shop before later shops. And this is like a massive fat compilation of all the ultimate Aaliyah tracks. Ideally, they would have had the Aaliyah self-titled record, which I think has a cooler cover and is obviously like my favorite album of hers. But you know, this contains all her best stuff, so can't really go wrong, really. Aaliyah, one of the greatest. Moving on. So next up, I got Nujabes, whatever the fuck, another guy who died, who was good at music, and I liked them. So it seems to be a running trend here, but we'll ignore that. Yeah, this is, I think, a soundtrack for an anime that I haven't watched called Samurai Champloo, I think. And I love it. I think it's his best record. It's a collaboration one. You can just spin it anytime. Very chill, atmospheric vibes, if that's what you're into, because I certainly am. And yeah, I was actually, kind of had, this was the only album on my agenda as I walked into each store in Japan, because I knew they'd repressed it recently, and it's like, well, why wouldn't they have it in a Japanese shop? So I was desperate to find this, and I eventually did in an HMV of all places. Who would have guessed? Got some lyric stuff printed here, and let's see what's the record looking like. It's a double LP, and it's on standard black. Cool. Next up, I've got Vocal Studies and Uprock Narratives by Prefuse73. This is sort of like a sample-based, instrumental, IDM-ish kind of fun record. It's definitely up my alley. Got recommended it by somebody who knows my taste very well. And I saw it, and I was like, it's one of those records that is just somewhat niche, but obviously known, but I was like, okay, it's distinct enough, and I like it enough to buy it, so I got it. Evident. Pretty cool gatefold here. The pressing is just standard black, I think, and yeah, can't wait to listen to this again because it's been a while. And the last thing I got here is the Perfect Blue Deluxe Audiophile Edition original score by Masahiro Ikumi and Yuji Yoshida. Great film. Love the cover. It's a work of art. I'm going to put it up on my wall. Here's the back cover. Here is the gatefold. As I'm sure this is recognizable. I kind of need a refresher. I think I might listen to the soundtrack after this, because I have to admit could not remember what it sounds like. Haven't seen this pressing though. This is pretty cool. I've never seen a colouring quite this distinctive. Yeah, no, this is somebody who really fancies Perfect Blue would definitely be jealous of this right now. So okay, so that is all for today. I will try to film another one soon and gather the stuff that I've got over the last year. That is shit that I bought here in England. But yeah, I do need to go through some of these and actually listen to them, evidently. I hope you guys enjoyed my obvious enthusiasm, and hope you will have a great day, and look forward to the next update.